Крутой дальнобой.
Hi, so my name is Alex.
Hey, Alex.
What's your name?
Chip.
Chip. Nice to meet you, Chip. So, do you know what's going on the border with, in Eagle Pass? What's happening right now?
Yes.
Do you know that the convoy of truckers going there to enforce the Texas Border Patrol, to enforce all the wall and all the structures that's been built to prevent illegal immigrants and all the drug traffic coming into the state?
Well, I mean, I know what I hear, and I know that we have a real problem, and we have the federal government saying one thing, and we have the state of Texas saying another thing. And
not just saying, they're doing. They told us to take the fencing down, but Abbott enforced and installed double it.
Right.
So feds taking the fence down, and then the state spending our money and double that fence. What do you think about it? How do you like it?
I think the federal government is in charge of our borders, but when they're not doing their job, I mean, and we do have a migration problem. We have a situation where in 4 years there's going to be nearly 10 million people come across the border.
It's 8 million already.
Yeah, that we don't know who all of them are, and that's just the ones we know about. And so what I heard the other day is that amount of people is like would be the 8th largest state in the union. So we have a problem, and it needs to be resolved, and it's being done, I think, for a whole lot of other reasons. This is not just about open borders and let people come because they need to come. This is about changing demographics and voting structures of state and other places. That's my opinion.
Thank you. Another question. What do you think if Texas finally separate from United States? Is that gonna happen?
I don't think it will. I mean, I'm as Texas as anybody you're ever gonna meet. Grew up on a working ranch, 500 head of cattle. I don't think that's a positive. I understand why a lot of Texans want to do it, but I don't think it's a positive. I think we got to find the ways to, you know, I hate the term all work together because it means somebody's losing some side, but we got to come back to a sense of morality. We've got to come back to a sense of what is important in life.
Are you Christian?
Yes.
So you think the Christianity is the thing that's gonna help?
I think it's the thing that always helps. I think when men realize that they can't do it and that they need to depend upon, you know, God, whether it's within your family, your schools, your local city, your state government, your federal government. I mean, when you get to that place of humbleness is when you really come to understand some things in life.
Thank you very much. How often do you go to church?
Several times a month. It's a little bit tough now because my wife works Saturdays, Sundays, so it makes it a little bit tough. And so, but no, I've been involved in church my entire life.
I don't go to church myself personally, but now seeing and being agreeing with you with all that morality aspects, I do feel like I need to start going to church and get to know local people who have some moral standards, and I don't know, maybe we'll have to actively do something about it.
You know, I mean, it's my responsibility every day, whether it's you, whether it's whomever, to treat everybody the way I want to be treated, and not to see that, oh man, Chip's a great guy. It's to see what is it that makes Chip different, and what it is that I hope that makes Chip different is the Christ spirit in me that makes me want to treat everybody else the same. And you know, we got to get back to something like that. We can't continue to live in a place where, you know, even in the community that we live in, which is one of the best communities you'll ever find, people still don't want to let their kids out in the front yard.
Where do you live?
I live right here in Kelly.
I do see people, some kids on the front yard.
Oh, yeah, they will. But I mean, like, when I grew up here, I mean, I'd ride my bike 5 miles down the road, and you don't do that anymore. But it's a much bigger town. I understand that. So anyway, that's a long way away from your original question. That's for sure.
That works. People do want to know everything. It's very important. from where the state goes and where it goes.
Right.
So if people don't let their kids on the front yard these days, something went wrong. So probably we made a wrong turn somewhere on the way here. So thank you very much. I'm not gonna hold you any longer.
No worries, mate.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
So your granddad from Italy, you said?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he ended up fighting in World War II on the American side.
They don't have access to true information. The internet is blocked, you know, like China, they actually blocking the internet. The YouTube is blocked in Russia. They have to use the VPN to watch it.
Yeah.
So, do you know what's going on on the Texas border, on the southern border?
Oh, on the Texas border?
Yes.
Yeah, I know what's going on.
Because I just turned on the news and I was quite surprising for me what's going on. Can you tell me what's your point of view? Tell me what you know what's going on and tell me what you think about it.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not the most educated on it, you know, personally, but
I myself started learning about it this morning.
I mean, to my understanding, there's quite a few spots in the border that are being breached, and Joe Biden had sent people to basically stop the Texas Army Reserves from blocking those people from coming in. And from there, it became a massive meltdown as far as like the Texas National Guard fighting against like the federal army and stuff like that. It's not really like a physical fight, you know, it's just sort of like a dispute as to like what they're supposed to be doing down there. But yeah, man, it's quite silly if I say so myself. I don't think that there should be a whole big dispute on like whether these people should be coming in or not. You know, I think they should go through the right process. I get people who are seeking asylum and all that, but you know, there's a process to it, and it's a.
So they should take the route that civilized people do.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
So now it's really hot. What do you think if Texas is going to separate from United States?
Oh, I highly doubt that would ever happen.
What if?
What if?
So what are you going to do? What do you think?
I mean, I'm already planning on moving away from the state at the end of the year, so I would leave to Arizona. So still southern. Yeah, still southern United.
25 states. So what I learned this morning, if Texas is gonna stand up, 25 states gonna support it. They're gonna go against government. 25, Arizona included. So you're in a shithole. You're gonna be moving closer to the border.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I would still go to Arizona, you know, either way, to continue my own passions and dreams. That's what is bringing me out there, you know. So in all actuality, do I see it changing my personal life? Not too much. I also don't think that Texas and those other states will separate. You know, Texas definitely packs a big talk as far as.
So do you know there is a truckers convoy heading to Eagle Pass right now that consists a lot of special forces, ex-special forces operators in that convoy, and they armed and they're ready to take action.
I did not know that, no.
That shit is going on now, man. Things are getting serious.
Where at?
The southern border, it's hundreds and hundreds armed Texans who are ex-military waiting for call to take action. There is a petition online. I'm not sure what website I can give you after we finish recording for military, and they signing whatever, like we're not agree with what's going on, and it's basically they're calling out who's gonna stand up against the tyranny.
Yeah.
So there is website, and there are plenty signatures, and a lot of people ready to take action.
We are a little bit far from the border, but I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens, you know, as whenever those people get to the border. But you know, like I said before, I really don't think too much is going to come of it.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So if I'm gonna make any money out of this, I'm gonna get you beer. What beer you like?
Newcastle Brown Ale. Either that or some sort of stout.
Is it local?
Newcastle, no, that's actually from England.
From New England?
Yeah.
I've been to New England. Come on, it's dry like those motherfuckers, I bet.
Oh, I know, yeah. I went to college for months, and that's the biggest thing.
Yeah. Are you local?
Yeah, from San Antonio.
San Antonio. Cool. What brought you here in Dallas?
Just got out of the Navy, and I wanted a fresh start, change it up, kind of thing. So that was the biggest thing coming up up here to DFW area, and going to school right now over at University of North Texas.
What major?
Biology.
Cool. And you're selling things that destroy biology pretty well, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. I love like challenging my brain and moving forward. So this is the biggest thing, understanding biology and then firearms, which I'm very passionate about.
That is cool. Do you know what's going on the southern border? And would you give me a couple cues on it?
So I do. I've been watching everything and anything about it. I've been trying to keep up. It's quite interesting to, of course, here in the United States, understand the concept that we have two systems. You have your federal, and then you have your state, and then at the end of the day, the Constitution rules over land, not the federal government, the Constitution. And so understanding that concept, which is lost within politicians, it's fairly scary. But at the end of the day, we pick who runs us and who actually leads us. So we need to understand that the people in power right now need to listen to their constituents, which they totally forgot. They're just thinking about money. That's my 2 cents, like understanding going from the Navy, which is the Department of Defense, seeing how that's run, and that's actually what kind of sort of pushed me out. And I did 5.5 years, and it sucked because I wanted to do 20, but I was so tired of just the politics. It's a joke.
Are you planning to live in Texas here, or you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Texas is the best country in this country.
Totally agree.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, what do you think you're gonna do if we're gonna separate from Washington? How you feel about it?
That's one of those things that's holy shit scary. I don't think it will happen. Mainly new ones, and we know how that went. But at the end of the day, it's a scary thought that something like that could actually happen, especially in 2024. Yeah, 2024, and we just need stronger people in office. Stronger people in office, like not just in the state, but in the country as well. And that's what's lost in politicians, is because they're only thinking about themselves and money and lining their own pockets, like Nancy Pelosi.
Do you have family members outside of Texas?
Yes, actually up in upstate New York, Watertown. So that's my father's side up there. Everyone else is here in Texas.
Cool.
So, I love this place. I was so excited to get back here.
Do you have any other hobbies than biology and destroying biology?
Not really. I'm just trying to work out, try to stay fit.
Motorcycles?
No.
Kettlebells?
Yeah,
You do
kettlebells. Kettlebells and heavy weight.
Awesome. I juggle kettlebells and I teach how to juggle kettlebells.
Yeah.
I'm an instructor.
That's awesome.
All right. One day we're going to juggle.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Thank you.